welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to show you a very simple tutorial on how I made this shirt and this top, vest, whatever it is. Okay, so we're going to get started. Very simple. Of course, you know me, I'm always taking down something. So this yarn right here is what I'll be using. It is a very thick kind of yarn. I believe it's a weight 5. And I do not remember or know what it is. I know it was like Yarn Bee or something like that I got from Hobby Lobby. So I can't tell you exactly what this yarn is, but man, it's some nice yarn. I think it's polyester. I don't even think that it's definitely not acrylic. I think it's polyester. I don't know, but it's bulky, I believe. Why is my camera not put? So I'm just going to get started into the tutorial. You can use whatever type of yarn that you have. Today for this one, I will be using a J. So I'm going to just jump right in. It's very simple. So you want to start off with a magic circle, magic ring, whichever name it goes by for you. This is bulkier yarn, so I'm going over 3 fingers. I usually go over 2. Don't know if that matters or not. So we're going to start off with the chain 3, not including the initial tie of your magic ring. And then I'm going to make 2 more double crochets. Chain 2, 3 more double crochets. So that first chain 3, of course, counts as a double crochet. Chain 2, 3 more double crochets. Chain 2, 3 more double crochets. And here we are creating the shape that you see that the tops are in. So it's very important to follow this part exactly how it is in order to achieve the shape. Okay, so let's count how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to chain 2 and do 3 more double crochets. Chain 2. Then you want to pull your ring close slightly. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you can see, the shape is already coming together. So what I like to do is go into the 3rd chain, make a slip stitch, go into the next double crochet with, I did not go into my 3rd chain, hold on. Make sure you go into the 3rd chain so it won't have an awkward look. So as you see, it's 1, 2, here's the 3rd chain. I went into the 2nd. So we have slip stitch, go into the 1st double crochet with a slip stitch, go into the next double crochet, the 3rd, with a slip stitch. And then you want to slip stitch into the chain 2 space. Now you can see the shape is starting to form, the 5 sides. Chain 3, 2 double crochets. For the next round, chain 2, 3 double crochets, all in the same space. So we have 1, because this counts as a double crochet, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. Go over to the next chain 2 space and do the same thing. 3 double crochets, no chains in between that. Chain 2, 3 more double crochets into the same space. Basically, you're going to end up doing 5 sets of 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. And again, into the next chain 2 space with 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 double crochets. Repeat that for the last 2 chain 2 spaces, and then I'll meet you back for the connection. Okay, I'm just going to finish my last double crochet with you all, and then I'm going to connect to the top of the chain 3 with a slip stitch, to the second double crochet with a slip stitch, and the third double crochet with a slip stitch, and into the chain 2 space with a slip stitch. This is what we have. It almost looks like a star. All right, got your 5 sides. This is the end of round 2. On to round 3. I'm going to do the same thing, chain up 3, place 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets into the same space. Now here, after this third double crochet, you're going to chain 1. And then you're going to go into the third double crochet from the previous row. 1, 2, you see the third, and place a double crochet. Okay, chain 1 into the next double crochet. I'm going to place another double crochet, chain 1. Now you're going to do your corner. On your corner, it's going to be 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. Okay, so again, we are going to chain 1 after that third double crochet, skip 2, and into the third double crochet, chain 1. Double crochet, chain 1. Okay, and then into the next double crochet, we're going to place another double crochet, chain 1. Then you're going to skip 2, and into the chain 2 space, make your next corner. Three double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. Chain 1. And so you're going to repeat that for the next 2 corners. So you're going to skip 2 into the third double crochet, place a double crochet, chain 1, into the next double crochet, place a double crochet, chain 1, skip 2, and then put your corner. 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. You're going to repeat that, and I'll meet you back when we're at the end. Okay, we are near the end. One thing I will mention is you want to make sure that you are chaining 1 in between your double crochets and the end, the start and the end, and just make sure that you're chaining the one where you're supposed to chain the one at. Double check your row after you make it, because if you don't follow this pretty much exactly how it is, it won't come out with the correct shape that it's supposed to have. So I would advise that you make sure that you're double checking and getting all your chain 1 spaces in between the stitches. So here I just did my last corner, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 1. I did my double crochet, chain 1. And now here, so this part will be a little different than it was in the previous round, because we are actually working into a slip stitch. So if you can see, zoom in, here's where the slip stitch is. So we do 3 slip stitches across the previous row. So I just go in between here, under all the stitches there, pull through. Okay, so you want to go in between the stitches here, right? So as you see, it makes this gap. You want to go in between there, because if you try to slip stitch under here, it's too tight, or at least for me it is. It doesn't make that big of a difference. So you want to wrap your yarn, and don't forget, you have to put your last double crochet into that slip stitch, because we're doing 2 double crochets across this part. So you want to go in there through all of those, bring up your loop, and make your double crochet as normal. It doesn't really make a difference. Chain 1, as you can see. So it's okay. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3, slip stitch into the second double crochet, and slip stitch to the third double crochet, and then slip stitch into the chain 2 space. Okay, and so pretty much this is the repeat for the most part. So now we're going to get into round 4. So this is what it should look like at the end of round 3. And now let's get into round 4. So you're going to chain your 3, put in your 2 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 1. So in this round, you want to skip 2, go into the 3rd double crochet. So you will always go into the last double crochet of your corner space in the previous row. Okay, so it's always the 3rd. Chain 1. Then you're going to go on top of the double crochets you have already made with a chain 1, double crochet here, with a chain 1. Okay, and then you will go into the first double crochet of the previous row on the opposite side. So it's into the last one, into the first one with your double crochet, chain 1, and then you do your corner. That's your 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. Chain 1. So as you see, this was the first row, this was the second row. In the 3rd row, we had 2 stitches here. In the 4th row, we have 4 stitches here. So we are doubling our stitches as we go. Every round, you will increase by 2. Okay? And so one more time. Go into that 3rd double crochet with a double crochet, chain 1 on top of the previous double crochet. If I can get in there, with a double crochet, chain 1. The next one, the double crochet, chain 1. So as you see how important these chain 1 stitches are in between, if not, it won't give this open look. It'll be too tight, too close together. And then into the 3rd, or into the 1st double crochet on the opposite side. So into the 3rd, across the 2, or across the double crochets in the previous row, and then into the 1st. Chain 1, and then your corner. Okay, so here's what it's looking like. Now you're going to repeat that for the next 2 corners. And then I will be back once we get to the end to show you how to complete that slip stitch again. And then we'll move on. Okay, so just finished up until on top of my 2nd double crochet. And you want to make sure you're going on top of the double crochets, not around the chain 1 space. And again, I'm just going to go through this part here under the slip stitches, because for me it's just too tight to work into to try to get under that slip stitch with my double crochet, chain 1, and then continue my slip stitches across. So here's what it should look like after round 4. Okay, and so really, this is the pattern. You want to keep following it, keep going and going and going until it gets how big you want it to get. I'll show you guys one more row, and then pretty much from here, it's just a simple repeat. This definitely depends on how big you want your piece to be or how big it needs to fit. Your yarn, what type of yarn you're using. So all of this stuff definitely makes a difference on how many rows you do. Okay, and so again, skip 2 into the 3rd double crochet, chain 1 on top of the previous double crochet, chain 1, next double crochet, chain 1, next double crochet, chain 1, next double crochet. And as you see here, look, this is what it looks like when you forget your stitch. Not cute. Messed up. Will I take this down and do it again? Probably not, but I should. But just for video purposes, I'm not perfect. It is what it is. All right, double crochet, chain 1, and into the first double crochet on the next side, chain 1. Okay, and your corner. Two double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. My bad, y'all. And chain 1 at the end of that. So here you go. So we had none, then we had 2, then we had 4. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it increases by 2 every single row. The next we'll have 8, then 10, then 12, 14. You know, you can count by 2s. So it will go up and up and up from there. What I will do, just to show you guys at the end of each round, I'll show you what it's looking like and how it's getting bigger. So this part of the video will probably speed through. And yeah, it's that simple. Of course, at the end, you are going to want to, well, I'll do that at the end when I finish this one. Same thing every single row. It's so simple to do. Very fast, works out really quick, especially if you're using thicker yarn. So this is what we have in row 5. So I'm going to finish up and then I'll be back. The end of round 5, end of round 6, all right, the end of round 7. Let me show you. All right, so for me, this is enough. I did 10 spaces, 10 double crochets in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And yeah, this is big enough for me. It's definitely this type of yarn because it's a bulky yarn. So I didn't need that many rounds. What you want to do is tighten up that ring. All right, that's good enough for me. And there you have it. So I think it's cute. You can flip it either way. You know, it's nice. This yarn makes it look really good. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So yeah, there you have it. I will post another video on how I assembled these, but this was just to show you how to make it, just in case you want to make anything different or, you know, go for what you know. Let your imagination run wild. I would love to see it. I would love to hear from you if you like it, or if you were able to make something of your choice, and or you made something similar to what I made. I would love to see it. Yeah, so pretty much that's it. That is all I have for you for this. And I just want to let you know that I appreciate you. If you can, please like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So until next time.